Welcome back from the break. This is still Women in Business. I'm Doreen Kimcha, and we are on Smart 24 TV. Now we are still talking to Lovin Kobsinje, amazing lady that is passionate, resilient, and also dominating fish processing in Uganda. We broke off the very first part, and we talked about if you got $15,000, are you prepared? What are you going to use it for? Preparedness is very essential. This is a global community that is churning out opportunities every now and then. So have you set yourself to grasp these particular opportunities and make use of them? This is what we're talking about. The challenges that came with these opportunities. Lovin, let's talk about these challenges.
Yes.
Because definitely it wasn't, people like looking at the glossy part. Oh, yes, I got the award. Oh, yes, the money was coming in. Oh, yes, the sales were there. So now what? Because what about the challenges?
Yeah, when fame comes with a lot of challenges, as I already mentioned, that I became very famous. And so everyone was looking for me to take something out of me. That is a very big challenge that entrepreneurs face. The shark investors will start coming to you.
Oh, yeah.
Presenting opportunities, and remember, you don't even have that experience. You are still young in business, and they are bringing all these beautiful opportunities to buy you out. I've had a lot of people who have suggested I should sell to them my business.
Where were they when you were being turned down? Where were they when you were being turned down?
I really, as a businesswoman, I didn't have a problem with selling the business, but they are not really investors. They are just shark. So be on the lookout for the genuine and the shark investors. There are very many. And that will also they will waste lots of your time by engaging you in conversations that are not fruitful. That is time consuming and time wasting and resource wasting.
But no, just give us some insight. What apart from wasting your time, how does the woman out there who is now beginning get to differentiate between the shark and the genuine investor?
The shark investors are global. They will read online about you. They will look for you. They will present opportunities for you. But those opportunities are to cheat you. So they are on the lookout for the naive entrepreneurs. Those who don't know about business, those who don't know about investments. Yes. So they will be saying, if you invest this kind of money, maybe want to work with you. For you will be excited, You're talking to Muzungu, All those people, most of them, in most cases, 1 out of 100 will be serious. The 99 will be shark.
Yes.
And some will even come to Uganda. They will come from far. They will buy tickets. But it's a lot of time wasted.
Did that happen for you?
It happened a lot. Even up to today, it still happens. There will be a lot of people who are saying they will pray for you. So I have seen many business people be on the lookout for many distractions.
Yes.
People who are very good at praying for you.
Yes.
But when you are starting the business, you and God, you had your own personal relationship.
First, love it. First, let's talk about this in detail, okay? Here you are, you have been turned down, yes?
Yes.
In the very beginning, you had this wonderful idea. You have hustled to the brink with resilience, really, hustled to the brink of bankruptcy, because you don't have a penny left after your last batch. Yes? You have taken a shot of courage, gone out, hijacked this particular activity of which it has propelled you into fame. Now someone is coming out of the blue and saying, I'm going to pray for you.
Yes, they want to present themselves.
For what?
From your friends, from your families, everywhere you meet. There are people who have churches, I don't know.
I want to understand.
They want
after praying for you, they pray for you so that you
they are
grow
coming
bigger?
to you for money. They are coming to you for money because they know you have money at your disposal. I want to inform my fellow entrepreneurs, especially women, that money is a coward. Once it realizes that you can't keep it, it
Please
will run away from
please
you.
stress it again.
It will run away from money is a coward. Don't give it away anyhow. Have a system of safeguarding it. The day it will realize that you can't keep it, it will run away from you and find the safest place to be somewhere else. So those people who are saying they will pray for you to grow, you're already there. You know your relationship with God, and you know how whichever religion you play, that is what you are, the wise one. You're the vision bearer. Don't go off track, wasting much time praying, wasting much time, you know. It is all that challenge that I am trying to show.
I think each person, I mean, if someone is a believer and they believe they have been praying, yes, throughout, there's no harm done, because,
There's
you know.
no harm.
But then the problem comes in when someone is coming in and saying, now, give me 10 million, I'm going to pray for you to this such a
they
particular.
are targeting you.
Yes, that is
Yes,
fraud.
they are
That is a con
targeting
man.
you, and you should be on the lookout for the I don't know, but me, that is something that I am very cautious about. And then also the issues to do with the investments. You must really have more knowledge. Read on the things. You must be trendy. Like if you are to stand out in this market, you must have things that fit that, you know, the price that you're setting. I think my sausages are the most expensive sausages on the market. I sell a kilo at 24,000 shillings. And people don't care about the price. All they care about is the quality.
Because they're unique.
And the health benefits of the product that you are putting on table. So if you don't do a lot of research, a lot of reading, a lot of look out, you have to look out for the best for your people, for your customers, and you have to be, the time comes less. So for you, I am a mother, I have kids. I also have this business. So this is partly the challenges that we as women face. You have to multitask and make sure that you have the family still intact and the business still has. So you don't waste all the time in your office, you know, you run crazy. You still have to do other things, your health routines. You have to go jogging, you have to go out and socialize with people. So business does not stop you from being who you used to be, but it is also comes with making your time less every day. You have a lot of appointments. Those are challenges.
Prioritize.
Yeah, so you have to prioritize on who am I meeting and what am I meeting them for.
Have you reached that point where it is such a tag? You know, you have the children, they're growing. You are a mother, you want to spend as much time with them, you want to pour into them. And then you have the quality of the business. It is growing very fast. You have all these demands. Do you have a support system? How do you manage this tag? How do you manage this tag? How do you cope with the stress that it comes, that it brings?
Yes, thank you for that very beautiful question. It is mainly structures. So the business has to be set on structures that run independently of you as the owner of the business. So I have to go for my son's visitation day at school, and I am a mother. So on that day, I will go to my son's school. I will not be in the business because there is someone else that can do the business, but there will not be someone else that can visit my child. Yes. So those are the things that we really have to, you know, we are so passionate, we love our companies, but you should also remember that the business is an entity and you are an individual.
We're also known to be micromanagers. We want to be everywhere. We want to be everywhere.
If you do that, if you do
burn
the
out.
structures, your structures are set, you have the management system running. Production has its own department. Sales has its own. You are just a supervisor.
How do you get the trusted personnel? How do you get the trusted personnel? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, trusted personnel is professionally, that is why I'm saying structures, not relative or friends. That is something that I have also learned, that in business, you don't hire people because they are your relatives. You hire people because they
can
have
deliver.
the qualifications and they can deliver. And if they don't deliver, you can fire them.
Please fire them.
Yes,
Yes.
that is something that is you don't have to choose between. So you have targets you employ with terms of reference, and the people have targets. If they don't deliver, then they are not fit for the position.
Haven't you had instances where a couple of them from your village and your family members have come over seeking, you know, jobs?
Yes, they have come and they'll be influenced. Like they'll say, maybe your family, you love your mother and she will be presenting somebody.
Yes, yes.
But it's always good to have that separation between family and business.
And business.
If you're lucky, you mentor your children, and others maybe slowly they can. But if someone really does not love, if someone loves the business, they will bring themselves close, and you will see and you will know whether to trust them or not. But before you question or verify if they have the capacity, don't risk.
Don't risk.
Don't risk.
So you're going to look at your mother straight in the face and say no.
I'll tell my mother that no, because this is not a coffee farm. It is not as easy as managing a coffee farm, because a coffee farm is all just looking at the tree, putting fertilizer and harvesting the coffee. So these are different businesses.
I've had, and these are interesting conversations to hold, because I've had quite a number of ladies that I know that are business owners really struggle with this. And sometimes even when they make the losses because of the irresponsibility of the other family member, they have to figure out how to compensate for that, because they cannot fire this person, because the person was brought in by someone close to them, by their parents, and they cannot disappoint them. So coming up bluntly and saying it's a no, because this is, there's a separation between business and family or business. If at all I'm going to hire you, you must be qualified.
You must be qualified.
You must be qualified, because this is a business and we must take it as such.
That's true.
What about those particular instances where women are thought of as, it could be an abstract, but I've also known that there are so many instances where the woman is propelled into an opportunity to flourish, but still the systems are not working well for her. Yes,
Yeah.
it could be in
Because
marketing.
of family,
Yes, it could be in marketing. It could be in accessing financing. It could be in relationships at home, power dynamics. Yes, it could be the different perceptions about the role of the woman, stay at home and not necessarily there, or make sure that even when you are within business, you do not neglect the entire clan. Yes, how have you had to navigate some of these things as a businesswoman? How have you navigated them?
Well, when you choose to do business, I think business, for me, I look at it as, okay, I'm going to give a very bad example, which many people may not like. Like, you are married and you have a business. Sometimes women leave their jobs to get married. I have seen this happen. And then later, they get divorced and they cry. But I want to assure you that career will never divorce you. Your business will never divorce you.
Say that again. That's why you were a little bit guarded. You said, I'm going to say something.
Yes, because it is a personal matter. That, yes, we'll have to be married. At the same time, we'll have to have career.
Career will never divorce you.
Career growth.
Yes.
Career growth. Career will never wake up and say, I have divorced you. But a husband can choose to divorce you with or without having done anything. And it will cause you heartbreak. So always have a line between make sure that you prioritize on things that are not going to cause you a heartbreak. Things that you have control over. Like me, I feel like you can have your marriage and still have your business. Why do you want me to leave my business? Because I'm married to you. So we should devise means of coexisting, devise means of supporting each other as partners. If I have a business, you have if you're a specialist, maybe in marketing, how do you support me to improve? How do I support you to also improve? Rather than look, because mostly I have realized that it is mainly because people are scared that when women have money,
Yeah.
they are big-headed.
Let's talk about these things. Let's talk about these. I want you to be as clear. Do not fear to talk about these things. Do not.
I'm not.
Let's talk about it because there are so many people who don't want to talk about them.
A person who loves you will want you to work.
Yeah.
A person who cares and loves you will want a career, a successful career woman. Yes. Someone who has something to add to the family, not someone who wants to put you down. To put you down and you be a beggar. Because when you make this money,
it's to the betterment of the entire
family. The children's fees, we will share the responsibilities. Yes. So I feel like we should support our women to work and not to just make them babysitters and housewives.
Do you think it's mainly the cultural, the culture, can I say environment, the conditioning? Yes, because we are brought up in that manner of selflessness. Actually, they begin as early as possible conditioning you into being that particular selfless. You know you are a woman. You know you are going to give birth. You know you are the last to eat. You know you are going to be the last of this and A, B, C, D. So even when the man comes in and you are into marriage, you know that you have to be submissive. You know that you have to let go of your dreams. And these things are still happening. These things are still happening, and that is why there is such a tag. The woman that has been empowered, the family is saying, we have invested so much in her, we are giving her to you. But then in the same breath, yes, in the same breath, they are the same people that come up and say, you know what? We have given you to this man, Totswaza. Do not come back. Yes? Make us proud. You come from a family that has not been divorced. You come, So in the end, the woman is left at, in the middle. She's actually orphaned. You talked about being an orphan in business when you have no mentors. But we women normally find ourselves, we want to be the best at all fronts. So what you're saying is that, you cannot be excessively, extremely the best at all fronts. Do your best in reality.
Do your best in reality.
Do your best in reality. And we have to really emphasize this because I know there are so many women struggling with this. I have personal friends that are struggling with this. Yes? A man gives you the first startup capital, and then just because you're spending more time and the business is growing, the man says, you know what? Decide. Are you going to be married? Go back home or choose.
They are scared of an empowered woman.
Of an empowered woman.
Yes, but an empowered woman is a good wife.
Yes.
She's a good wife because now the stress that you have to build this house will be split into two, and you'll share if I'm going home, I pass via the supermarket. Yes. You will find the eggs.
And you also make it under the assumption that this empowered woman is willing to share, her money.
The empowered woman is not as stressful as a broke woman.
But yes, an empowered woman is not as stressful as a broke woman. But we also have that empowered woman that doesn't want to share her money.
I want to also say this, that the women, they have also betrayed us somehow. Yes. When they earn a lot. They have not had that control mechanism, balancing fame and, money is papers. So when you have this money, don't be so over the world. Don't feel like because the money is much, it has changed you from being loving now to, I don't know, something else. You'll still remain that same person. You will still... The husband that you have, you need to really let money not change your personality. It should not change who you are to the worst person.
It should make you better if there's any change.
I have also seen women really who become a different thing. They feel they are a different class. They feel they don't belong to that kind of class of people. So
if you are to change for the better.
Change for the better, not for the worse.
Yes.
Yes, and it will give you, you will be less stressed if you have a partner to share your happiness with, to share your stress with.
And I believe in one way, instead of vilifying, yes, the entire concept of women, empowerment, instead of vilifying that this one indeed is more harm than good. Yes?
Marriage is a beautiful institution.
It is a beautiful institution, and so is empowerment, women
and
empowerment.
So is empowerment.
Yes.
And so is the empowered woman and empowered man. Yes. So we should not look on each other. We should not look down on each other. We need each other, because there are times when money is too much, and you need to travel with your partner to explore, but you have nobody. So it can be lonely if you don't have friends, if you don't have a husband, or so let's not look down on things that were destined to be there because of businesses, and we think business can be your husband or can be your wife.
But let us not also ignore that some of these yes, a moment of denial, putting your head, an ostrich moment, that actually there are particular women that get to be overly excited and change detrimentally by
excited.
Money. Yes.
You have even said that.
Overly excited, because like you said, money is what? Money is a coward.
Yes.
Yes, if you don't handle it well, it disappears. So even to those ones that have that particular gap, change. Just understand that it is, collective effort. Yes. And you are better off working together than working
alone.
Yes, working alone, but also in fights. What other opportunities, Madame Lovin, are there within the fish processing, sector that most women are ignoring, but there's so many opportunities that you get to see in your day-to-day that you wish the woman out there could see? Just in just a few quick words.
There are so many. Like fish business is the thing that you can start with very limited capital. Yes. You don't need so much money to start a fish enterprise.
Please stress as you wrap up.
As low as 50,000 shillings, Uganda shillings, I can start a fish mukene business. Huh?
That's a basin of mukene.
Yes, a basin of mukene, yes. And I can split it into small sachets, which are selling at maybe 500 shillings. To 1,000 shillings. And then my business can now grow from there. And I can start supplying within my neighborhood and selling to the nearby school, to the nearby church. So don't just, actually for me, if you would see in my vehicle, in my car, in the boot when I started business, fish every time. Yes. If you are going to a health club, go with the fish. Yes. Don't just go to a health club because you are going to meet people. They make you drink and become fat. Go with your fish and sell it to those people because they have the money. Go with your products, whatever products you're selling. Don't leave them behind, because you are going there for social network, for marketing, for growth.
Then there are those ones who fear, who say, I don't want people to think I'm so desperate.
How?
No, they are there.
If you're scared to sell your product to the people that you associate with, abandon all those people. They are not your friends. Yes. They are not your friends.
The ones that you are close with should be able to support you.
Should be able to support you, should be able to, even myself, I should associate with the member club. If I'm assigned to a club, maybe somewhere, I should assign myself there because there is a win-win. Yes. Not just for you to take out from me, but we all benefit from each other and we grow each other mentally, financially, psychologically. There is a benefit for each one, mutual benefit. Yeah, so there are other opportunities like me, I can say exposure. There's a lot of exposure in the fish sector. Like when you work in the fish community, it is a small, maybe community. So everyone, we all know each other and we support each other in whichever way. Like we go for these conferences, and then from the exposure, that's how we get the markets. That's how we get the equipment that we need. That's how we connect to suppliers. That's how we connect to new markets. That's how we connect to, and then you serve. Actually, I even don't know. I thought being in business was getting
all the profit.
more free time and
Yes.
enjoying my money. But my dear, when you become a business person, you serve society. So I have served on a lot of committees. I serve on many important in many important organizations. Like I find myself being chosen to serve the continent. Like now, I am the chair for the East African Women in Fish. That is a very big responsibility. Then I also am the treasurer for the African Union Women in Fishery. Then you are the committee for the World Food Security. So you have a lot of responsibilities, but all those responsibilities come with opportunities that you are very busy, but at the same time, it is rewarding because you are growing intellectually. You grow, you learn, you relearn.
Yes.
You see?
You learn, you relearn.
You learn and relearn. Every day you become better. You become a polished version of you.
Of your former self.
The way I see people now is different from the way I saw them in 2013. I'm more kind, I'm more helpful, and I really wish to have as many. I like to help girls and work with the women, help them to also be empowered, more empowered than especially economically.
Yes.
At the same time, because most of the domestic violence now
comes from all these
economic challenges. Women are saying, Kameza money is little.
Yes.
Then that's where the marriage starts to break. So if you empower that woman with the finance, the Kameza money will not be an issue anymore.
And you've had it all. You've had it all. Let us seize these moments. Let us continue to grow. Loving Kobsinje, we can only wish you the best. The very first owner, the very first CEO of a female-owned fish processing plant in Uganda. We wish you the best. May you continue to grow and to thrive and to also enable other women to come in. Special thanks go to Kampala Serena Hotel for this amazing space. Please come to them for your quality accommodation and hoteling services and all your particular bookings. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Kem Chadorin. This has been Women in Business on Smart 24 TV, and we are delighted. So see you next time, and hopefully you will be inspired and you'll learn something. Bye-bye.